Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Aisha and today I will be continuing the previous topic Guna, and in that I will be specifically discussing about Guruvadi Gunas. As far we have seen the classification of Gunas and their properties. Now I will be going to discuss about Guruvadi Guna. They are commonly found in Sharira as well as Dravya. So they are called Sharira Gunas. Acharya Charaka and Sushruta described Guruvadi Gunas while discussing about Ahara and Savanna. They are 20 in number, and usually two Gunas which are antagonists to each other are grouped together. But there is a slight variation in the enumerations of Gunas from different authors. Let us see this sloka. Gurumanda himasnigdha slakshana sandram ridu sthira gunaha Sasukshma Vishada Vimshatihi Savipariyayaha. So, according to Charaka and Vagbhatta, these are given according to the antagonist group of two each. Guru, Laghu, Manda, Tikshna, Hima, Ushna, Snigdha, Rukshna, Slakshna, Khara, Sandra, Drava, Mridu, Kahina, Sthira, Sara, Sukshma, Sthula, Vishada, Pichila. So, according to Sushruta, the antagonist pairs are Mridu and Tikshna, Slakshna and Karshaka, Manda and Sara. Charaka and Vagbhatta have no difference of opinion. Sushruta left the gunas, that is Kathina, Khara and Sthira. Extra gunas referred by Sushruta are Karshaka, Sugandha, Vyavai, Asukari, Durgandha and also Vikashi. Sushruta's views about the Charaka's version are, according to Charaka, the antagonist pairs are Manda and Tikshna, Sthira and Sara, Slakshna and Khara. But the opinions of Sushruta are different from the Charaka's version. The antagonist pair according to Sushruta are Mridu and Tikshna, Manda and Sara, Slakshna and Karshaka. Though extra gunas are described under Guruvadi Gunas, Hemadri, opinion of those extra gunas exhibited can be included under 20 gunas itself. Vyavai, Dravya, Vikashi, Khara, Asukari, Chala, Sugandha, Manda, Durgandha, Tikshna. According to the Nagarjuna, the pairs are Guru and Laghu, Mrudu and Tikshna, Sita and Ukshna, Snigdha and Ruksha, Vishada and Rochila. The opinions of Bhavamishra are Karshaka in place of Khara, and also Mrudu Kathina are not included according to him, and the remaining all are same. Now I am going to provide you the difference between these antagonist pairs. Guru. Generally Guru means heaviness. The definition of this is the guna which is responsible for Brahmana karma, or the guna which has the power to perform the Brahmana karma. Laghu means lightness, whereas Guru means heaviness. So these two are contradictory pair. Definition here is the guna which is responsible for Langhana karma, Bauthika Sanghatana, Prithvi and Up. Bauthika Sanghatana, Agni, Vayu and Akasha. Karma in Guru are Dosha, Vatahara, Kapahara, Dhatu, Vidhi, Mala, Vriddhi, Upalepa, Tarpana and Balakrut. And examples are Masa, Aragvadha, Satavari. So in Laghu, karmas are in Dosha, Vatakara and Kapahara, in Dhatu, Dhatukasha and in Mala, Malakasha. Examples are Mudga, Dadima and Patola. In Guru, practical utility is it is useful in Vatavyadhi, Kasha, means to get Brahmana. Daurbalya means to get the strength or bala, and also malnourishment. Here the practical utility of laghu is it is mainly useful in kapahasha vyadhi, sthaulya, prameha and all the diseases of pathya. While coming to the Sita and Ushna, Sita means coldness whereas Ushna means hotness. The definition of Sita is the guna which is responsible for stambhana karma. Ushna definition is the guna which is responsible for shvedana karma. Bauthika Sangatana or Apvayu. In Ushna, Bauthika Sangatana are Agni and Vayu. In Sita, the karmas are in Dosha, Vata Kafakara, Pittahara. In Dhatu, Dhatu Vridhi. And in Mala, Shveda Porsha Stambhana. Examples are Chandana and Shira. In Ushna karmas, dosha contains Vatakafahara, Pittakara, Dhatu has Dhatukashya and Mala has Malapravartaka. And here examples are Chitraka and Bhallataka. The practical utility of Sita are these are mainly used in Murcha, Atisveda, Atisara, Pravrutti Shrotha Dushti. The practical utility of Yushna are these are mainly used in Vata, Kafahaja Vyadhi, Ajirna, Agnimandhya and Shvedana Karma. While coming to Snigdha and Ruksha, Snigdha means oily whereas Ruksha means dry. The guna which is responsible for Kledana Karma is Snigdha, whereas Ruksha means it is the guna which is responsible for Shodhana Karma. Bauthika Sangatana in Snigdha is Jala and also Prithvi, while as in Ruksha it is Vayu and Agni. The karma has dosha as Vatahara and Kafahara, Dhatu Vardhaka, and in Mala has Mala Pravartaka and Snehana. Examples are Eranda and Devadaru. For Ruksha the karmas are in dosha Kafakara, Vatakara, in Dhatu, Dhatukashya, and for Mala, Mala Shasaka and Shoshana. The examples are Apamarga and Vidanga. The practical utility for Snigdhas is these are useful in Vatavyadhi, Abhyanga, Snehakarma and Anuvasana Vasti. While as for Ruksha, these are useful in Atikleda for Stambhana Karma. Now we will be discuss about Manda and Tikshna. Manda means slow or dull, whereas Tikshna means sharp or quick. The definition for Manda is the guna which is responsible for Samana, whereas for Tikshna, the guna which is responsible for Shodhana. Bauthika Sangatana in Manda is Prithvi and also Jala, whereas in Tikshna are Agni and Vayu. Karma in Manda are for dosha, Pittahara and Kafakara, Dhatu Vridhikara, Mala Apavartaka and Shamana. Examples are Guduchi and Ativisha. For Tikshna, the karmas are for dosha, Pittakara and Kafahara, for Dhatu, Dhatukashya, and for Mala Pravartaka and Shodhana. Examples are Pippali and Bhallataka. The practical utility of Manda are it is durable with alpha dosha for Shamana, whereas for Tikshna it is useful in Bahudosha condition. Moving ahead, Sthira and Sara. Sthira means fixed and Sara means movement. The definition for Sthira is the guna which imparts firmness and responsible for dharana, whereas for Sara the guna which includes motion or momentum. The Bauthika Sangatana for Sthira is Prithvi, whereas for Sara is Jala. The karma for Sthira is in dosha, Vatahara and Kafakara, in Dhatu Vruddhi, and in Mala, Malastambhaka. The examples are Khadira and Babbula. Whereas for Sara, in dosha we have Vatakara, in Dhatu Dhatukashya, and in Mala, Malapravartaka and Anulomana. Examples are Haritaki and Trivrut. The practical utility for Sthira are it is used in Stambhana Karma, in Atisara and Pradara, and many more things. For Sara, these are useful in Malabadhata, Arsas, reliefs, and constipations. So, according to Sushruta, Kesha, Loma, Ashsahi, Dhanta, and Dhamini comes under Sthira. Mrudu and Kathina. Mridu means soft, whereas Kathina means hard. The definition for Mridu is the guna which is responsible for Mrudutva or Slathana, whereas for Kathina, the guna which is responsible for Drudatva. The guna which is responsible for Drudatva. Bhautika Sangatana for Mridu is Jala and Akasha, whereas for Kathina it is Prithvi. The karma for Mridu is, in dosha we have Vata Pittahara and Kafakara. In Dhatu we have Dhatu Saithilyakara, softens mala. Examples are Godhuma and Yestimadhu. Whereas for Kathina, in dosha we have Vatakara, and for Dhatu we have Dhatu Drudhikara, and for mala, hardening of mala. Examples Pravala and Sankha. The practical utility of Mridu is useful in roughing skins and also hardness of the skins. Whereas the practical utility for Kathina is it is used to give strength to the dhatus. While coming to Vishada and Pichihila, Vishada means clear or clean, whereas Pichihila means slimy. Definition of Vishada is the guna which is responsible for cleaning, whereas for Pichihila, the guna which is responsible for Lepana Karma. Bhautika Sangatana for Vishada is Prithvi, Vayu and Akasha, whereas for Pichihala it is Jala. The karma has dosha, we have Vatakara, Kafahara. In Dhatu we have Dhatu Kasya and Lekhana. For Mala we have Malasoksha and Ropana. Examples are Nimba and Guguru. For Pichihila we have in dosha Kafakara and Vatahara, Dhatu, Dhatu Vruddhi and Brahmana, and in Mala we have Malatsarga. The examples are Slesmataka and Salmali. The practical utility of Vishada is these are used in Vranaropana, dries up the moisture, whereas Pichihila used in Bhagna as it helps in Sandhaniya. Slakshna and Khara. The meaning of Slakshna is polished or glossy, whereas Khara means roughness. Definition of Slakshna is the guna which is responsible for Ropana Karma, whereas Khara, the guna which is responsible for Lekhana Karma. It imparts coarse and roughness. Bhautika Sangatana in Slakshna is Akasha, whereas in Khara they are Vayu and Prithvi. Karma in Slakshana are, in dosha we have Kafakara and Vatahara, in Dhatu we have Dhatu Vardhaka, and in Mala we have Mala Pravartaka. Whereas for Khara, in dosha we have Vatakara, and in Dhatu we have Dhatu Kashya, and for Mala we have Lekhana. Examples in Slakshana are Vaikranta and Pravala, whereas in Khara the example is Sukla. The practical utility in Slakshana is it is used in Vranaropana, whereas for Khara it is used in Sthaulya. Sukshmana and Sthula. Sukshmana means minute, whereas Sthula means bulk amount. Definition of Sukshma is the guna which is responsible for Vivarana, whereas for Sthula it is responsible for Samvarana. Bhautika Sangatana for Sukshma are Agni, Vayu and Akasha, whereas for Sthula it is Prithvi. The karma for Sukshma are, in dosha we have Vatakara and Kafahara, in Dhatu we have Dhatukashya, in Mala we have Malakashyakara. Examples are Madhya and Madhu. Whereas for Sthula, in dosha we have Vatahara and Kafakara, in Dhatu we have Dhatu Vruddhi, in Mala we have Malaotsarga. Examples are Dadhi and Pistaka. The practical utility of Sukshma is Sukshma Guna enable Dravya to penetrate and perform action, whereas in Sthula it is used in Karsha for getting Brahmana and also Sthaulya. Sandra and Drava. Sandra means dense, whereas Drava means fluid or liquid. The definition is the guna which is responsible for prasadana and imparts compactness, thereby results in clearing channels, is Sandra. Whereas for Drava, the guna which is responsible for Vilodhana. The Bauthika Sangatana for Sandra is Prithvi, whereas for Drava it is Jala. The karma in Sandra we have dosha for Kafakara and Vatahara, Dhatu for Dhatu Upachaya, and for Mala we have Malabuddha Karana. Examples are Musali and Vidarikanda. And for Drava we have in dosha we have Pittakara, and for Dhatu we have Dhatushaya, loose and Smala. Examples are Ikshurasa. Practical utility for Sandra is it is used in Karshya to become Sthaulya, and for Dravya it is used in constipation. So we have given a clear classification about all the gunas, and here the topic is ended. Now I will be going to share important questions with you from this topic. So the questions which we can expect are 14. Define guna and write in detail about Paradiguna and its application in treatment. Explain about utility of Guruvadigunas. Define and classify guna. What is relationship in between Chikitsa Sutra and guna? Write the role of guna in treatment. What is guna? Explain it. Write in detail about Guru Laghu Guna. How Shita Ushna gunas are utilized for treatment. Explain Manda Tikshna Guna. Mention the mode of action of Vishada and Pichihila Guna in treatment. Write about the relation of Sandra and Dravyaguna with Tridosha Mahabhuta and Chikitsa. Write the importance of Paradiguna. Write about Guruvadiguna in detail. Write about the classification of gunas. So these are all the questions which we can expect from this chapter. So please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. I am Dr. Aisha signing out. Thank you.